You know, a while back I said that I wasn't gonna go after those 7-star Pokemon, but as of right now, I think I've finally seen the light. And what I mean by that is, well, that 7-star Torterra Terray battle event, that was one of the easiest fights I ever did. I mean, yeah, sure, I needed 2 attempts to capture that thing, but I'll gladly take that. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed that event so much, I even fought that thing a second time. But wait, don't go thinking for a second that I can get another Torterra from that event. No, it's only one per save file. Now, before I get into details, let's talk about this thing. So as you know, that event started on the 15th and ended on the 17th, but it'll come back on the 22nd and end on the 24th. Anyway, its Terra type is Ground, its nature is Brave, its ability is Shell Armor, and its moveset consists of Earthquake, Wood Hammer, Smackdown, and Earth Power. And its additional move, Shell Smash, as I expected. Well, for the most part, I knew it was going to have a Rock-type move as an attack, although I didn't expect it to be Smackdown. I thought it was going to be something like Stone Edge, or maybe a Steel-type move like Iron Head. But after thinking it over, yeah, it's pretty understandable why it has Smackdown as a move. So what did I do against that thing? Well, before I get into that, there's something you should know. As soon as the battle begins, it goes for Shell Smash, and then it immediately resets its lowered stats, so that way it's not at a disadvantage. Anyway, I used the Serperior against that thing. Well, actually, the Serperior I used, it was actually the same Mighty Serperior from that one Terray battle event back at the end of September. Yeah, that one 7-star Serperior. So yeah, I knew that thing would come in handy, so that's why I used against that Torterra. So the moves I gave my Serperior consisted of Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, Protect, and Energy Ball. Well, actually, I didn't have to give it Protect. I only did that as sort of a safety precaution. If anything, maybe you should give your Serperior a move like Grassy Terrain because that's going to have Earthquake's power, which should help you out a whole lot. Anyway, what I did was, I used Leaf Storm once so that way I can get a special attack boost thanks to Contrary. I didn't go all the way to +6 because when the time reaches 80%, then Torterra will get rid of all your stat modifications as well as your ability for a turn. So yeah, I had to wait a little bit so that way I don't unintentionally waste all my special attack boosts because, as you know, Leaf Storm only has 5 power points, or 8 if you use any PP ups on it, or PP max. But anyway, the point is, Leaf Storm's power points are very valuable, so yeah, I couldn't waste my power points like that. Also, when the time reaches 70%, then Torterra will reset its own lowered stats, so watch out for that. Anyway, after that was done, I went with Leaf Storm so that way my special attack was all the way up. And then I just kept on spamming Giga Drain so that way I can get some HP back and hopefully take down that Torterra. As for Energy Ball, well, think of that as sort of a filler move just in case I run out of Leaf Storm or Giga Drain power points. But for the most part, I didn't really use Energy Ball all that much. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that my Serperior was holding the Shell Bell so that way I can get a little bit more HP back thanks to Giga Drain. Now, I did say I needed 2 attempts to capture that Torterra. My first attempt, it didn't go so well. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe I didn't time my moves correctly, and that's what messed everything up. As my second attempt, well, I think it went better than the first one because, well, one of the trainers I was teaming up with, they had a Drifblim that knew Will-O-Wisp. And as you know, Will-O-Wisp burns the Pokemon, and that's going to half the opposing Pokemon's attack. And that's exactly what happens to that Torterra. So yeah, I guess that trainer really helped me out a whole lot. Even though I said 9 times out of 10, your ally Pokemon, actually your ally trainers, don't really help you out a whole lot. In this scenario, well, actually I could take those words back because, well, certain Pokemon can actually help you out against Torterra. Pokemon like, say, Staraptor, Arcanine, and even Paldean and Tauros. Why? Because all 3 of those Pokemon have Intimidate, and that could actually soften up Torterra a little bit. Now anyway, I did say I fought that Torterra twice because, well, after I caught it the first time, I found out about a Pokemon that could actually potentially wall that Torterra, so I thought I would give it a try, and that Pokemon is Orthworm. So yeah, I just couldn't resist. So yeah, I trained up an Orthworm, and I gave it the moves Iron Defense, Body Press, Protect, and Mud Slap, and make sure its Terra type is Fighting, so that way Body Press will do a little bit more damage. As for Mud Slap, well, that's so that way Torterra will miss its attacks more often. Iron Defense, so that way Body Press will do a lot more damage. As for Protect, well, When Torterra does that thing where it gets rid of your stat modifications, as well as your ability for a turn, I can use Protect so that way Earthquake or Earth Power won't be super effective on Orthworm. So yeah, thanks to my ability Earth Eater, Earthquake, and Earth Power didn't do anything to Orthworm at all. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that confusion. Alright, there we go. So yeah, even then, Woodhammer and Smackdown didn't do a whole lot to Orthworm, despite the fact that Torterra went for Shell Smash. Yeah, I did go through a few hoops just to fight that Torterra again because, yeah, I was very eager to see if that strategy worked. I mean, I found that on YouTube, so I figured I might as well give it a try. So yeah, Orthworm completely walled that Torterra. As for other Pokemon you could use against that Torterra, well, I believe the majority of them are grass types, such as Appleton and Decidueye. Appleton, if I were to use that thing against Torterra, then I would give the moves like Apple Acid, Grassy Terrain, Reflect, and Recover. Apple Acid, that way you could lower Torterra's special defense, Grassy Terrain to half Earthquake's power, Reflect to cushion the blow, so to speak, and Recover to get some HP back. Okay, as I said last video, in this game, this guy will heal up your Pokemon, even though the Pokemon Center is not that far away. But if you're playing the original games, then this guy would give you a fresh water. You know, back when I played Diamond for the first time, I thought this was the only fresh water you get in the entire game, but I'm pretty sure you can get a fresh water somewhere else, like the Fieldstone department store. Oh crap, there's that glitch again. Oh well. Let me see if I can try and get rid of that thing. Okay, it should be gone now. Okay, what do we have over here? Okay, pretty interesting. Yeah, I know Appleton is pretty slow, but hey, you know what they say? Slow and steady wins the race. As for Decidueye, well, I would give it the moves Giga Drain, Haze, Grass Knot, and Nasty Plot. Haze to get rid of Torterra's Shell Smash boost. Nasty Plot to give yourself a special attack boost. Giga Drain to get some HP back. And since Torterra weighs about 700 pounds, then Grass Knot is bound to do a lot more damage. As for the other Pokemon, well, I can't name them all off the top of my head because, well, I'm not really sure what strategies I can use that involve those particular Pokemon. But I do know one thing. The majority of those Pokemon are grass types, something that apparently Torterra struggles against. Okay, I'm just going to put Shaman in the lead because I know what this person is going to lead with first. Now this time, I'm going to take this time to reflect on the battle I had against that boss trainer last video because, well, I took a look online to see what moves her Pokemon knew, and, well, I was pretty astounded at what I saw. Most notably, her Pidgeot and Togekiss. So apparently her Pidgeot knew the moves Tailwind, Hurricane, Hyper Beam, and Heat Wave. And it was also holding the Wise Glasses. A special attacking Pidgeot. I mean, I know it has no guard, but I don't think Pidgeot's special attack set is very good. If anything, I think it should stick to being a physical attacker. As for Togekiss, well, it knew the moves Hurricane, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and Roost. Well, okay, I guess that's a pretty nifty moveset for Togekiss. Kind of looks like the moves I would give to my Togekiss if I was using it in this game. And as for a Dragonite, well, apparently it had Marble Scale for an ability. I believe Dragonite's ability is supposed to be multi-scale, but as you know, multi-scale is not in this game. As a matter of fact, Marble Scale is actually supposed to be the hidden ability for both Dratini and Dragonair. But actually, hold on. Marble Scale on Dragonite, I think that could actually work because, well, looking at Dragonite's defense stat, I believe it's 95. And if it were to suffer a status problem, then its defense will go up a lot. So that means with good defense as well as decent special defense, that means Dragonite is going to be pretty hard to take down. So, yeah, I guess that's a pretty good strategy. Although one thing that person could have done is maybe intentionally poison Dragonite, so that way it could trigger its Marble Scale ability, so that way it's a bit harder to take down. But I'm not really sure what item it was holding. Oh yeah, get this. That Dragonite didn't actually have Earthquake at all, so I guess I was worried about nothing. As a matter of fact, I think it had moves like Thunder, for obvious reasons, because it was raining, Draco Meteor, and probably some other moves as well. And as for Pidgeot, well, yeah, I think its moveset could have been better. And Togekiss, well, I was worried that it would have Aura Sphere, but turns out, as you know already, it didn't have Aura Sphere at all. So yeah, it looks like I was safe to send in Dialga, even though my special attack stat got lowered. But doesn't matter because my Flash Cannon lowered his special defense. So yeah, I guess it's I guess we're even on that. Okay, I believe there's 2 more trainers in this route, although I don't think I'm going to get to, I think I can only get to 1 more trainer in this part. Okay, I'm just going to put Dialga back in the lead because the next trainer I'm going to face is going to start off with the Dragon type. So yeah, I thought maybe I would look up these movesets because, well, I just want to be prepared for the unexpected. I mean, the guy I fought who was using Dark types, well, double team on Spiritomb, that's something I wasn't expecting, and also that guy who's using the Dark type Pokemon, Shiftry, yeah, apparently he had Focus Blast. Well, good thing I didn't send in Dialga, otherwise, oh, Bounce? Oh man, I thought I would one-shot that thing. Okay, I'm just going to use a random moves and wait for the Grumpig to come back down. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed. Okay, good, I thought it would happen anyway. So yeah, that Shiftry had, Focus Blast. So yeah, good thing I didn't send in Dialga, otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty sure Dialga would have actually died to that, because if you remember, yeah, that Weavile, that did a lot of damage to me thanks to Low Kick. No surprise since Dialga is pretty heavy, I think about 1,500 pounds. Okay, I was about to say there's that next trainer I'm going to fight, but first I have to fight off another wild Pokemon. Well, maybe the trainer I fought last video, that boss trainer, maybe her team could have been slightly better. I'm not really sure what improvements I would give to that trainer. Well, for one thing, I would make sure Pidgeot is a physical attacker because, as I said, I don't think its special attack stat is all that good. I think it's 70. Then again, maybe not because I think I said before that a lot of the Pokemon in this game had their base stat totals modified, so yeah, I'm not really sure if Pidgeot is one of those Pokemon. Could be. If so, then maybe I'll take back what I said about Pidgeot not being a very good special attacker, because who knows? If it is a good special attacker in this game, then maybe I would consider using it. Then again, maybe not, because I don't think Nogar is really, I don't think Nogar is really all that. Anyway, back to that 7-star Torterra. Yeah, my second attempt, it went very good because luckily a trainer who was fighting alongside me, that person had a Drifloon with Will-O-Wisp, and yeah, that really sealed the deal, so to speak. Let's go with Palkia, why not? I would have gone with Shaman, but I'm not really sure if Seed Flare would connect, and if it missed, then I'm not really sure what Ice-type move Lapras is going to throw at Shaman, presumably Ice Beam. Yeah, I think Seed Flare has kind of the same accuracy as Stone Edge. I could be wrong about that, though. But yeah, a lot of Pokemon I could have tried out against that Torterra. Well, I didn't want to put myself through so much hoops. I mean, yeah, I was trying to get a whole bunch of fighting Terra Shards so that way I could change my Orthworm's Terra type into fighting. And as you can imagine, I had to go through so much hoops because, well, yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of fighting Terra Shards. Well, some of the Pokemon I fought that had fighting as their Terra type, yeah, it did take me a while to take those Pokemon down because, well, I guess it's I guess it depends on the Pokemon that I was facing. I think I faced a 6-star, what was it called? King Gamut. Yeah, that thing was really kicking my ass. But eventually I managed to take it down, and I got quite a few fighting Terra Shards. Yeah, it seems to me that fighting is a pretty common type for Terra types. Not really sure if other people might agree with me on that, but that's just the way I see it. I mean, I went all around the world just to get a whole bunch of fighting Terra Shards, and yeah, I managed to get quite a few. But it seems to me that I keep on changing my Pokemon's Terra type to fighting for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because I guess fighting is a pretty common type. But yeah, with Orthworm, yeah, that Torterra couldn't really touch me at all. If there's another event like that that involves certain Pokemon using something like Earthquake, then you bet your ass I'm going to use Orthworm against that Pokemon, whatever it is. Okay, I believe there's one more trainer in this route, but I need Rock Climb, which I do have, but I don't have enough time to get that trainer, so I think I'm going to leave it off here. So next time, we're going to wrap up this route and hopefully enter the survival area. See you next time.